Welcome back to the Gun Dungeon, guys. You may be asking, what are you doing out on this windy old blustery day? And what I'm doing is I'm going to be comparing factory ammunition against hand-load ammunition. And what I have here is a 30-06 Hornady whitetail, 180 grain. It's got the interlock bullet in it. This one is the factory load. It has the copper colored primer there, and then I loaded almost exactly the same thing. I even found 3 Hornady cases once fired. Used Hornady cases. The primer is going to be different, of course, but the bullet is exactly the same, seated to the exact same depth as this one. The only difference is this has a max charge of 4350. H4350 max charge by Hodgson's published data online against factory, same bullets, same cases, different primers, different powder. And all we're going to be looking for today is terminal performance. We're not going to be doing accuracy. We're just going to look at speed from the exact same gun. The old Ruger American back there leaned against the tree. So we're just going to be looking at speed. I'm going to shoot 3 shots of each. We'll collect that data and see what we got, just for curiosity's sake. Let's start with the Hornady whitetail factory ammunition first. All right, got my 3 factory loads here. Let's go ahead and get this thing going. See if we can capture some data. Oh, there's a spent case in there. First shot, 2656. 2626. 2596. We'll take a look at that series after we do our next 3 shots of the hand loads. All right, guys, I've got my hand loads loaded in here. Let's go ahead and see what we get out of that. $27.61. 28.05. 27.57. Let's take a look at these series. All right, guys, hopefully you can see this. Series 4 was our factory load. Average 26.26, highest 26.56, lowest 25.96, extreme spread of 60, standard deviation of 30. Now, Series 5, that was our hand loads. 27.74 was your average velocity, 28.05 highest, 27.57 lowest. Ooh, that wind's getting rowdy. Extreme spread of 48, standard deviation 26.6. So that's the difference between factory ammunition, get her in here close for you, and hand loads right there. So there you have it, guys. Factory ammunition versus hand-loaded ammunition. And keep in mind, this was not load development. This was not working up to a good load. This was just taking a max charge out of the published data, throwing it in some brass, and seeing what we got. And we ended up getting a lower extreme spread, a lower standard deviation, and quite a bit higher velocities. Matter of fact, I calculated out the energy differences. From the factory ammunition, we had 2,756 foot-pounds of energy. This is from our average velocity, of course. And from our hand loads, we had 3,075 foot-pounds of energy from the hand-loaded ammunition. That's a good bit of energy. Now, granted, that's at the muzzle, but it's comparable to each one. So that's a good bit of energy difference, in my opinion. And typically, lower extreme spread, lower standard deviation typically leads to a more accurate load. That's just my experience. Not always, but most of the time that's the case. So let me know your all's thoughts down below. Let's hear it in the comments. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. If you did, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Until next time, stay tuned.